An Indiana grand jury has indicted former heavyweight boxing champ Mike Tyson. He is charged with raping a woman who was a contestant in this summer's Miss Black America pageant.
Desiree Washington knows what happened in the room. I know what happened.
When the world's most feared heavyweight steps into a prison yard, everything changes. The punches don't come with gloves, and survival isn't about titles, it's about respect. This is Mike Tyson's untold story, not in the ring, but behind bars, where a brutal encounter with a prison gang leader became the stuff of legend. Welcome to Back to Boxing. This is the story of how Tyson went head-to-head with a powerful prison gang leader. A single punch changed everything, solidifying Tyson's status even inside one of the toughest environments imaginable. But this wasn't just a tale of violence, it was a clash of ego, survival, and respect. Tyson was living a life of unimaginable success and fame. At just 20 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, knocking out Trevor Berbick in 1986. Tyson's rise in the boxing world was meteoric. He quickly became the undisputed heavyweight champion, holding the WBC, WBA, and IBF titles simultaneously. His unmatched power, blinding speed, and sheer intimidation earned him the nickname the baddest man on the planet. Tyson wasn't just a boxing legend, he was a global superstar, appearing in commercials and gracing magazine covers worldwide. Outside the ring, Tyson lived a life of excess and luxury. Mansions, exotic cars, extravagant jewelry, even Bengal tigers as pets. His relationships were just as high profile, most famously his whirlwind marriage to actress Robin Givens, which ended in a highly publicized, tumultuous divorce. Tyson's fame was a double-edged sword, bringing fortune and attention, but also relentless scrutiny from the media. But beneath the glitz and glamour, cracks began to show. The death of his mentor and trainer, Cus D'Amato, in 1985, left Tyson vulnerable to negative influences. Promoter Don King, a controversial figure known for exploiting fighters, stepped in, drawing criticism from those who believed he had ulterior motives. Tyson's behavior off the canvas became increasingly erratic. Reports of confrontations, legal troubles, and allegations of domestic abuse began to tarnish his image. Beneath the surface, Tyson battled inner demons. He later admitted to bouts of depression and self-destructive tendencies, even during the peak of his career. The breaking point came in 1991, when Tyson was accused and later convicted of raping Desiree Washington, a Miss Black America contestant. The trial became a media spectacle, with Tyson maintaining his innocence. In 1992, however, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison, serving nearly 3 before his release. What had been a life of championship glory and unprecedented fame spiraled into chaos and controversy. Tyson's incarceration marked a critical turning point, both personally and professionally, reshaping his legacy forever. But Tyson wasn't just any inmate. His reputation followed him inside those prison walls, both as a world champion and as someone known for his unpredictable temper. To the inmates, Tyson was either a symbol of admiration or a target. In prison, the environment was a stark contrast to his life of fame and luxury. Behind bars, Tyson was no longer a world champion or a celebrity. He was just another inmate, navigating a brutal world where respect had to be earned differently. Though many inmates idolized him for his boxing prowess, others saw his presence as an opportunity to assert dominance by testing the famed fighter. One of the most talked about incidents during Tyson's time in prison involves a confrontation with a notorious gang leader. The story, passed around by those who claim to have been present, paints a picture of a tense showdown between two men who commanded fear in their own circles. The gang leader, a powerful figure with control over a significant portion of the prison population, reportedly viewed Tyson as a challenge. If he could intimidate or defeat Tyson, it would elevate his standing even further among the inmates. At first, the gang leader tried to provoke Tyson verbally, taunting him in the common areas. Despite his reputation for a fiery temper, Tyson remained composed, initially ignoring the provocations. But in the volatile environment of a prison, tensions rarely remain contained for long. The situation escalated until the gang leader made the fatal mistake of physically confronting Tyson. What happened next was swift and decisive. Tyson, without hesitation, delivered a single punch that knocked the gang leader out cold. Inmates who witnessed the incident reportedly stood in stunned silence, recognizing immediately that the boxing legend was not to be trifled with. The altercation was brief but had lasting effects on Tyson's time behind bars. From that moment, no one dared to challenge him again. Tyson had effectively earned respect, not just for his fame, but for his ability to back it up, even in one of the harshest environments imaginable. From that day forward, Tyson was left alone. The prison dynamic shifted. No one wanted to test the man who could end a confrontation with one swing. Despite his dominant presence in prison, Tyson wasn't solely defined by violence during his incarceration. Tyson surprised many by using his time to seek personal growth and self-reflection, rather than simply enduring confinement. His journey from a boxing champion to a man of introspection began with a profound spiritual awakening. Tyson converted to Islam, adopting the name Malik Abdul Aziz. Immersing himself in religious study, he found peace in the structure and teachings of Islam. Time spent reading the Quran and meditating on his faith gave him a sense of purpose and stability amidst the harsh realities of prison life. But Tyson didn't abandon his physical discipline behind bars. The gym became his refuge, a place where he maintained the strict fitness regimen that defined his life as a world champion. Fellow inmates often looked up to him, and Tyson reportedly led informal workout sessions, turning the exercise space into a motivational setting. His dedication to training became a symbol of his connection to the sport he loved and a way to mentally prepare for his eventual release. Beyond fitness and faith, Tyson became an avid reader, diving into books on philosophy, history, and self-improvement. Reading offered insights into the emotional struggles and behavioral issues that plagued him in his youth. It became more than just a way to pass time. It was a tool for transformation, helping Tyson confront his past and explore new perspectives about his future. Tyson's ability to extend kindness to fellow inmates became another defining aspect of his prison life. He shared commissary funds with those less fortunate and offered encouragement to those struggling. Despite the isolation and challenges of incarceration, Tyson found ways to maintain a sense of community and purpose. This period, though filled with struggles, marked a turning point. Tyson learned to channel his energy toward healing and growth rather than destruction. His time in prison became not just punishment, but an unexpected chapter of peace and redemption. Over the years, Tyson has neither confirmed nor denied many stories from his time in prison, including this one. But as with much of his life, the line between truth and legend often blurs. Whether this story played out exactly as told or not, one thing is certain: Mike Tyson was a force of nature. Inside or outside the ring, he found a way to remind everyone just how powerful he truly was. This story is just one chapter in the life of a man who has lived through more than most of us can imagine. From world champion to prison inmate and back again, Tyson's journey is one of survival, redemption, and raw human power. What do you think about this story? Do you believe every detail? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and help us reach 1,000 subscribers.